Hello folks, welcome back to another one. I am your host, LT, here for NYCSG. Today's episode, we are going to be working on the roof of the main building, and our baggage building, which sort of will be a baggage building, and sort of will be a second entrance to the terminal. Well, I think without further ado, let's get right into the build. Hello, I join you in-game. We are here behind the terminal that we... Okay. The chunks are still kind of loading. We are here in front of the work we did last time. Yes, I did remove the domes. Or the arches, sorry. Yeah, those weren't gonna stay. Today we're going to kind of plan out the footprint of the baggage building. I've kind of started a little off camera here, but not too much. I want to do the main baggage building section here, and then probably a secondary section here that will not connect to this. Or possibly it will. Unsure yet. But I want this to be pretty lengthy. So, let's get right into it. Just gonna grab some of the blocks that are associated with this build and not other builds, because yeah, I do build off camera, because otherwise Lancaster would take thousands of years to finish. So as I know that's not great content for you guys, I also just don't have that kind of time. I don't have the time to do all of this on camera. And I mean, I don't think anybody does. So the little bits of it that I do on camera, I'll try and keep for on camera. But off camera, there's a lot of work going on. Mainly, we've worked on the brain failure. Parliament buildings for the state, or yeah, state buildings. Remember, I'm not an American, so I kind of don't always understand American politics and things. Just recently, actually, I was informed by my American buddy that you guys don't do like state capitol buildings or county capitals, so I had to omit a build for that because apparently that's not a thing. Couldn't have guessed. So it's little things like that. But off camera, we're working on things like road layouts. What else? Other buildings. Working on the downtown, which I'm not sure about what I think of downtown. Not sure yet. Working kind of on. We're still this project is very new, so still trying to come up with a roadmap. I kind of want to do a disorganized grid. Sort of. I don't want to do a super disorganized grid. I want to do mostly organized with sections of blech. Because I want to build I don't want to build 100% on grid, because that's boring, but it's also hard to build off grid, so that's why sometimes I build off grid. So I'm just gonna stack this. I couldn't be bothered to put this in here normally. There we go. I don't know, lots of work goes into this, so behind the scenes. So like if you're like, "Oh, I want to see you build this or that." Like as much as I'd love to, sometimes I just can't cuz time is strained here at NYCSG. There's a lot of different things going on in the Lancaster project that make it very stressful. So because of that, sometimes things get delayed. But here we are. We're just kind of putting in the base foundations for the baggage building. It's going to be a 3-story building that will run along here, and then right here it'll continue further. I'm not sure if I want to make the terminal building bigger, or the terminal roof bigger, or add more tracks in different places. So the baggage building might be turned into the... I kind of want to, just a little bit, want to have a track come from over here, over there-ish, and branch off into a separate section of angled station. And while that would be cool, it's also a very big project, so that's why I'm a little bit hesitant to do something that intricate. But you'll see here, this is pretty much just going to be... I want to see what I put over by the mail building. How wide was this? Not that. This. Yeah, 3. Okay. That's what I thought. I want this to be kind of small here, and just kind of be the branch between baggage building and then other building. I think it's all be baggage building, but just different sections of it. That looks wonderful. So this is going to be the same style as the main terminal. Well, the mail building is not. And the reasoning behind that is that I think the mail building would have been probably a more recent development. Or maybe it wasn't, but I just felt like I kind of wanted I wanted something to differentiate between the two styles. So the different buildings are going to have slightly same textures, same colors, but sometimes I want some of them to be a little different because complete uniformity is very boring. So this here will be the kind of end of this building. Simply because I just don't care to put it much further, and I want to do other things around the station. I don't want the like, as much as I would love to have the station be an absolutely massive structure, I can only make it so big before the size of it becomes slightly unbearable. Because, yeah, like I said, as big as I want it to be, I can't have it huge. I still need to be able to build it. believe that is the correct rotation. Yes, it is. We got it. So we're going to try and do something a little bit more like this for the rest of it. And along here, over here I want to put maybe a dome in the center, an actual dome instead of arches. So probably a proper dome in the center here. And then coming out from the dome, I was thinking maybe coming out from the dome, maybe a dome with a front entrance clock tower thing that would be centered. And then, or no, maybe a dome. Okay, I'm taking a lot of inspiration from, I don't know, this station in Australia. I really like it. Just the way it has so much interesting, random details. So, if you see me being slightly indecisive about some things, that's why. Because I don't have a reference image, so I'm kind of like winging it with my own style. I don't know. I think it's from like Sydney or something. No clue the city. If that's wrong, I'm sorry. I think I'll put a picture of it on the Discord. Speaking of which, if you have not joined the Discord, I would love if you did. That helps us out a lot. So, you know, if you got Discord and you're willing to meet the proprietor of this mess that I like to call a city, you can find all of the information on this project on the Discord. I think tomorrow I'm going to be releasing Sorry about that, folks. Slight disturbance. We're back, though. Just kind of working here on the main portion of the station building. The main portion of the baggage building. Wow. Turned my head away for 5 seconds and now I'm losing brain cells. This is the small windows. I don't know. Interesting, random details. That's what makes these kinds of builds sometimes tall. I don't know. Just, like I said, random details. Putting things in that don't make much sense, but you do it for fun sometimes. Huh. Here we go. With that there. Wonderful. Okay. I think I just want to put some of these. Oh. No wonder this looks small. I was starting to say, I was like, this looks really small. Why do you look so different? That is because I built it wrong. Let's throw some randoms in there. Okay, I want to make it similar to that, but different, because there's not really going to be any entrances along this side of the... okay. I think we're going to have to move this down, because otherwise it looks different. Like, it shouldn't look like that, so... Okay. Stack this, because, again, laziness. Oh. Okay, why is it... Wait. Okay, somewhere along the line here, we got extras, and they weren't counted. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're back. Over here. I'm thinking that this here will probably be... I might change the style of it to look like the mail building. Because the mail building looks very different to the main sections of the station, and I want this to look more central to the style, and I want that all of the other buildings to be slightly different in style, just because I think it adds interest, and it also differentiates them from the boringness of the main buildings, which do have more of an Art Deco flair to them than a Victorian one, which I've done on purpose, because again, I want them to look different. So by changing the architectural styles that we use, we can give them different vibes. And saying that, it really makes me want to add the domes back to the main building, but in my opinion, they don't look right, and I think they're just too tall. Make it seem way too tall. So, yeah, it's not what I want for this, so that's not going to stay. There we go. Oh. See, that's the problem with having many differences in your builds, is all of a sudden they become a pain. That's just me being lazy. Instead of properly putting in the command, I just look up straight to the sky, and that'll plop it right in for us. This is not going to be fun. I can already tell. I'm feeling this is going to be a nightmare. That's what happens when you do dumb things. Also, I feel like maybe these buildings are, like, or this building here is a little lacking in its Art Deco-ness. I guess it doesn't really matter, because I never really said it had to be one way or another, so... it doesn't, like I said, doesn't matter, because who cares? It doesn't affect the build much, I don't think. We're doing it in a 30s style, so anything 30s and pre-30s can be used. I also feel like this station would have a lot of money put into it, because it's a very important transit hub for the city. So they probably make a lot of money off of it. And while there is a Union Station, I think the Union Station would probably be more of a building that would be a little possibly underfunded. I don't want to say that, but I don't think that Union Station would have as much funding as this station, as the Central's terminal. I think that's just because Union Station is kind of something that the railroads here wouldn't want. They don't want to have to share stations with other railroads. But I could see in the future Union Station becoming the... I could see in the future Union Station becoming the big one. Just because it's going to be slightly closer to downtown, sort of ish, and it's also going to be more modern. But I don't know. Maybe this older station will be the lasting one into the future. It doesn't really matter, because probably most likely the city would just bulldoze both and put a new, ugly, modern thing into the city. And just as themes for this city go into the future, I want Lancaster to feel like a city that, while it's thriving now, it's like kind of, I don't want to say at the end of its life, but I do want to say like maybe it's getting there or something like that. So like some sections of it might be. I'm thinking maybe the city has like a lot of money, but with the First World War and then the Depression, I think that this city is going to be kind of on a slightly downward trend in terms of like it's and I'd assume probably after the war, after World War II, this city would be not looking so hot. It like probably lots of ugly suburbs and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I want areas of it to seem like really bad. Like I want the industrial area to be like really, really bad. But then the things like the central business district to be like really, really good. So, and like I want to do some really nice neighborhoods that look really beautiful and have Victorian mansions and things, and just be like really nice. And I want sections of this city to be really not so nice. And kind of to the north of here, that way, there's going to be a neighborhood called Arlington, and Arlington is going to be this like fancy, like very fancy, really upper class neighborhood, and it would be probably during this time, unfortunately, probably be slightly segregated, because segregation is not a thing yet, but in the like near future, I would see it becoming that kind of neighborhood. Unfortunately, I would also see it becoming. I would also see Arlington becoming very. It's gonna have like. I'm thinking like large mansions in a Victorian style, like Victorian mansions, Victorian mansions and big houses, wide driveways, or wide road, well, not wide roads, probably skinny roads, because this city is pretty compact, and so it's going to be very upper class. And then you're going to go south, and the south end of the city is just going to be this, like, really, not, I wouldn't say bad neighborhood, but it's like a very industrial. So not really a very nice place to live. It's going to be ports, industry, all of the wharves, and the like mills and mill buildings and all that kind of stuff. And it's going to be very, and it's going to have like lower class housing, and it's just going to look like terrible. So that's the plan for the south and north ends. So I want them to be like polar opposites. So, and then attempt to be like, oh, I'm from the north end, So like all of the north end, and that'll be like people who would work for things like the stock exchange, and so like, you work for the stock exchange, you might live in the north end and work in the north end. But if you like work in a port or in a mill, you probably would, unfortunately, for you, live and work down in the south end, which again, like I said, not going to be a nice side of town. And then we're going to have the Lancaster River, which you'll go across the river onto an island, which will have tons and tons of industry, and probably no more housing after that, just probably only industry. And then we'll cross back over the river. We'll cross back over a different body of water, a larger one, probably a bay to the south, or I don't know, maybe the Lancaster River, our section of the Lancaster River will be the north section, and that will be like the down by the south section, but the south section is like really wide. And the reason for that is because I want to put a really big. I wanted to put like probably. I want to do an area kind of inspired by almost like. I want to do kind of like a two bridges thing, with these two really nice suspension bridges spanning the river, and then you'll have these two big suspension bridges, and then you'll have on the other side of them, you'll have the industry side, and on the other side you'll have this really rural, like it'll be like those will be like the things that will take you outside of the city. And then on the other side I want to do like the outskirts, which are probably I'm not sure about probably a nicer neighborhood, most likely, but unsure of that. But that'll be the plan for over there. And then you'll go back. So and then you'll go right into like probably a small amount of neighborhood, and then straight into just kind of like nothing, an expanse and stuff. And to the north, I want to do a past the upper class neighborhood. I want to just do kind of like high density areas, kind of unplanned area of Lancaster. So this kind of like high density, just almost like a suburb, but high density. And I'm not sure if that's super realistic, but then I want it to basically to hit mountain range to the north, and that'll kind of cut off that section. I think then the industrial island will probably the south section of the Lancaster River would meet up with the north section. So they'd meet up, and then pretty much be a river that would go pretty far inland, and it would just be kind of like eventually the shores would get like really narrow. So out that way, I want to do railroad stuff along both shores because I think that would be interesting to have like maybe two different railways or like 3 different railroads along the shores. Kind of along the shores there. And they'll just kind of like they'll all parallel each other for a while, I guess, and it'll kind of taper off, and that's probably where I'll end the map. Somewhere out that way. But I'd like to do something like West Point, the military school, which I think would be really cool. Okay, I accidentally did too many. Don't want it to be that big. I think that something like that would be interesting to do, kind of a West Point kind of thing. If you don't know what West Point is, it is a military school, but like a really high class one. So much so that you have to have the I think the senator of your state to approve you into it. Which, yeah, it's pretty big crap. So that'll be kind of like a West Point style school. I also think that West Point's really interesting. It's pretty much this. I think it's early 1800s, late 1700s fort built along the Hudson River. So I think maybe the one in Lancaster will be a military school or a naval school or something like that. Sorry, inland. And I think that'll be that. And then to the north, I pretty much just want to do high density past the kind of nicer neighborhoods. It's pretty much going to be high density up until the mountain ranges, where it'll kind of taper off. And I want to do some pretty big mountains, not huge, because I don't have tons of time. Also, it's not exactly the West Coast, so can't do too much like that. But hopefully it'll work decent. Probably have to learn how to use World Painter, which I'm not super inclined to do, but whatever. And by then, hopefully I plan to have Lancaster on a proper server instead of just my own personal world. Because as cool as it is to have this entire world just to me, I'd much rather prefer if it was kind of in the I lost it. I'm going crazy. Yeah. Hopefully a kind of a something up there. Mountains. Learn how to use World Painter. Covered it. I gotta regain my train of thought. I just completely blanked out there. I guess. Oh. And to the east, I'm pretty much just going to do a big bay. That's all the plans I have for that. Just a big bay. Because the eastern end of this map is not going to be... I don't think I have much other reason to put anything else out of there. There is one thing I'd like to put out there called Rogers Island. Which, if you know the lore, it was the original settlement for Lancaster. But turned out to be really difficult to build on. Like really, really difficult to build on. So they decided, before the settlement had grown too large to move inland a significant way, to where the city of Lancaster sits now. And Lancaster was founded in the 1620s. And so they just kind of, like, pretty much just abandoned the settlement that was Rogers Island. But now, in the 30s, Rogers Island has picked up with its trade again, so they exist once more. So that's kind of what they're doing now. So I want Rogers Island to be, like I said, formerly abandoned, but now I want to do a logging railroad out that way. Which, again, I know it's not super northeastern, but like a super northeastern idea. I know that's very western. In terms of the fact that, like, the east, I guess, I don't know. I'm from the Midwest, so I don't exactly know about the whole eastern situation, to say the least. So but I don't believe there was as much of a thing for logging railroads out there. I mean, I guess I know Maine had logging railroads. But this is set in a state similar to that of New York. Although I guess probably upstate had logging railroads. Like I said, I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. But what I do know is that the settlement of Rogers Island now has a logging railroad to it, standard gauge, not narrow gauge. To my narrow gauge people out there, I'm sorry, I can't. Okay, I just can't. I like standard gauge. It's much more. I feel like it's much more broadening for me, because I can do a lot more with a standard gauge railroad than I can with a narrow gauge railroad. And I can connect it to a lot more. Like, I know, like, there's such thing as dual gauge. But no. And to those of you who, like, don't know trains, my condolences. I'm kind of rambling here. Yeah, like I said, to those of you who don't know trains, I'm sorry. Search it up. Google exists. I feel mean saying that, but I also feel like just weird facts here on the channel. And weird facts and city building and rail fanning. Or railroading. I think for the next little while here, I'm just gonna go kind of on mute and just jazz out, because I have been talking for a very long time and my throat hurts. Because, yeah. Alrighty, folks, let's sit back, jazz out, and chill. Hello, folks. I'm back. I know that wasn't a super long swinging and chilling, but just wanted to say that I finally have just kind of come up with an idea for what this building over here is going to be, and I just did it in the moment because I'm crazy or something. I think I'm going to line up a second one here of these, and I'm going to make this the tram depot, or trolley depot, whatever you want to call it. So over this way, our Pacific Electric trains will be able to run right into the station. And hopefully that'll work decent. If not, I have no other idea what I'm going to do. I am out of ideas. We just fly over here to the downtown area. You'll see this. I want to use this model here. These trolleys for that. I'm not going to look in that direction behind me because there is projects that I'm not going to be showing off. Unfortunately for you guys, but fortunately for me, because that's just spoilers. Spoilers are behind me. But this here is the tallest building in the city. And I wanted to do something different, so I figured why not run a line, a railroad line that ran pretty much. It'll pretty much run off that way soon. Again, to like the left screen, but I can't go over there because showing things that I'm keeping for secrets. And I don't really want to show them off. But so this comes out of here and then kind of skirts up that way. Don't catch it. Could have seen the corner of it there. Just for the tiniest fraction of a second. But this here will go under here and off that way. Again, like to the left. Look to the left. Very left, because I can't exactly show it in the greatest detail. Oh, okay, this is still up here. We're just not going to bother that. Haven't done too much work this week on the outlying areas. I know because they take a lot of planning and time that I probably have, but it's more of a laziness thing. There you go. A little bit brighter here. I love flying around with Elytra. It's like one of my favorite activities to do on my projects. Every project that I've ever done for everywhere, it always ends up with me flying around with rockets because I find it so interesting. So much fun. Okay, we're not working on the mail building. Sorry. We're getting carried away. My goal to come over here was originally to do the roof for the main building. But to do that, I have to do this wall. Because I want... Well, no. So, we first have to finish the baggage building. Then do this. Then do the wall. Then, like, we have to finish the baggage building and all of this over here. Then we've got to decide how wide it's going to be after that. And then, once all of that's done, we can put the main structure for the baggage building, come around to the corner, put in the clock tower, then decide how wide this is going to be. Because again, like I said, I'm kind of winging it, so everything you see here is just kind of like whatever pops into my head in the minute. So, because of that, it means that lots of the things that I do are going to be very random and almost seem probably slightly rushed. Okay, wait. There we go. The second of these two buildings here that I wanted to do. Okay, two? Or no, just two. I don't want to do any more than that, because that's plenty. Two is plenty. I was gonna possibly do three, but I don't know. Two seems plenty to me. Like, I get that this is the main transit hub, but is it worth having a third building? You know what? I like building things to look excessively large. even though they probably don't need to be. I'm actually gonna undo that. I like it like the other way. See, indecisive. But under here, we'll get the stuff we used over there. In here, I might put stuff down here, but what I was thinking of doing is making this like a little staircase here, making it lower level than the platform, and then having it have a staircase over here, and it'll go down along the edge here, and kind of be like an access to the tram depot, or trolley depot, and I don't know, just an idea, something different. Could go down there and then could access the trolley depots from down here. Again, just throwing random ideas that pop into my mind in the moment out there, because I've got really no clue what I'm doing. Never have. It's always just, what can I think of right now? What's in my head right now? And whatever that is, that's what I do. It usually ends up looking pretty good. I rarely have to come back and redo a structure. Sometimes I do, but rarely. And I rarely ever have to not build a structure, because it's just too much. That's happened once before, and I didn't love the experience, because like I said, I don't like that. I hate when that happens. I always want to be able to do it, I always want to be able to have the fun of building a structure, and it really saddens me when I can't. So, because they take a lot of time, and I mean, to be fair, it was building something I don't build. I mean, if you're a regular viewer here, you'll know that I don't build old buildings, or new buildings, sorry. And the goal is to build a new building, like a modern building. So I didn't execute it that well. And because of that, I had to just kind of step back from the project. It was, I don't like doing that, because, like, especially when I was doing that for people, so that really was like the thing for me. It was like, oh, I feel so bad, because if you should get your projects done, and you should make them look nice. And with that project, I couldn't get it, so it was not finished. Actually, I think this looks pretty good. So this is the now baggage building. Let's put a roof on this thing. Skirt over here. Just check my work from previous episodes. So this is going to be bigger than that. I'm thinking about maybe streaming slightly more often. Like, I don't have the most amount of time, but Saturday streams might come into circulation, along with Friday and Tuesday streams. Because I want to stream more. I don't do this for views. I don't really... that's not why it's not why I stream. I stream to show off what I can do, and views are kind of, everything else is kind of left to the side, because it doesn't, like, for me, if it doesn't affect what I'm doing, then it doesn't matter, because I stream for, like I said, for me, and to release what work I do to the people. Everything else, like I said, everything else comes after that. So like, you know, like, oh, I got copyright canceled or something, then it's kind of like a, oh, that's not great, but like, whatever. I'd have to take it down, right? So it would sadden me if things like that happen, because I don't care to do this for views, for money. For me, it's all about what I'm building. It's never about anything else. This is the focus of this channel. It's the new focus of this channel. If you're a reoccurring NYCSG viewer, you will know that the name of this channel has changed many times before, and we're kind of in its like 18th, 100th stage, and that stage would be kind of, this is the new channel stage is all of this. So other older channel content about this, like I have quite a few rail fanning videos on this channel, because that was its intended purpose when it was created. But now I get out a lot less, and this is the new focus. It's this, and you know, that looks okay. That will look great. I feel like I was just doing this, building one of these stone things, and bit of a spoiler, but I was doing something exactly like this for the build that shall not be showed, which I won't say what it is because I don't want to spoil it, but I might do a build a showcase stream or something like that. I don't know, but just keep an eye out for that. I think I like that, because this is just gonna be good enough, I think. Yep. And we're just gonna do the roof here, and I feel like I kind of was a little bit over ambitious when I named this stream. Because if you looked at the stream name, it was supposed to be putting the roof onto the main station, not putting the roof onto the baggage building. Or it was supposed to be baggage building plus main station. I know we still have a ways to go before we even get close to main building. So I think I'd like to get at least a sizable portion of the main building done. Again, no interiors yet, because ain't nobody got time for that. Sorry, I just stack it more and more until we get to the destination. Okay. One 51, 152, 153, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Wonderful. We now have the roof for the baggage building. This is the same roof style I want to do for most of the buildings, and then have sort of architectural details later. But we have approached the 1 hour mark, which means that we are going to do a real quick, not super long, like I said, real quick intermission, folks. And when we get back, I think we're going to put the frontal facade on this thing. So, yeah, let's do that.
Some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Llama Land, there's a one-man band and he'll toot his flute for you. Come fly with me, let's take off in the blue. Once I get you up there where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer, 'cause we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. Just say the words and we'll beat the birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me, let's fly away. Once I get you up there where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. You may hear angels cheer, 'cause we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. You just say the words and we'll beat the birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come fly with me, let's fly. Pack up, let's fly away.
Hello, everybody. We're back. We'll back to our game here. Okay, right where we left off. I hope. Just gonna quickly, before we get too far into this, I would like to fix up these arches. Sorry, hiccup. I do not want these here anymore. You served me well while you existed, but now... Oh, that is not so good. Okay, gone. So, I believe this is 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is 17 across, so to find the middle, that is, need to count 5 plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This should be the middle right here. Zoom out. Looks like the middle. Okay, all good. So, pretty much, I'm going to claim 2 to each side of this. And these are going to be removed and redone. And just as an FYI, streets are going to run pretty much right here. So, all of this is going to be the main, which you're going to see when you arrive, right? So I want this here to be a large structure. I want to do a spire in the middle, and then I want to do 2 little arches off to the edges. And I want to have a clock on here, and then a clock down that way. And it'll be like the 2, or maybe, I don't know. I think I do want maybe a smaller clock here. Not exactly sure what we're going to do, but we're going to do it. So, without further ado, let's start chomping away at this thing. Well, that was easy. All done. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out the kind of measurements for this here. Because pretty much this is like directly in the center of this building is this wow, I just my brain is so slow today. Is this tower thing? Yeah. I'm sorry. It just, I don't have a. I want it to be kind of not. This is not the main concourse, but it's, well, sort of. Like it's sort of the. This is the secondary concourse. And it's not like the mail building where you don't have anybody going that way. And this is going to be very substantial. I want this to be... Because you're going to have a road that I haven't named yet. But a substantial road. Right over there. So... yeah. I don't think I want to... Well... Actually, I kind of do want this to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this over here is not long enough. Okay, that looks decent. Okay, stop that. Stop this nonsense. I'm not going to ask how that showed up there. I do not want this to look like this. I want the middle to be more open. With like an archway. An arched doorway. Okay. Okay, that is more what I was looking for. Make sure that's not... Okay. Let's make sure it's not clipping into the ground or anything interesting like that. I'm not sure, but I believe that these are too tall. But we're just gonna wing it and see what happens. Yeah. The ground level here is not the greatest, which I don't love, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. Because basically means the bottom floor is going to be sizably larger than all of its succeeding floors. But this is also kind of where I feel like all of the business happens. I might want to actually, just thinking about it here, do a completely different design down here. Because I want it to have more of a base. And like a hefty base too. It's gonna run, or fly, over this way. Because I really like the base on this thing. I feel like it was much more... It gives it... If you look here, the fact that it has a base means that this is separated from down here, which I like. Because I think it makes it more... It gives it more interest. And it also makes it look significantly stronger. And I don't know about more viable, but definitely stronger. As far as building stuffs goes. And I think this is going to be pretty heavy in the sense of how much stone brick we're going to use down here. Oop. Stacked it. One too many. Actually, two too many. Wait. Oh, yeah. was just looking at it going, okay, this doesn't seem right. Well, yeah, that would be because this is a totally separate number than the original number because I changed the number. Like that. I want this base to be very gothic in design. Or have that sort of vibe. No. I want there to be a big window down here. I want that to be big, big windows. I think that would look interesting. Having some like really obtrusively large windows at the bottom, and then probably like inside like be like storefronts and things. I'm assuming you probably want to rent these. Probably rentable, and you could. You'll be able to rent these as a store, and yeah, rent them to the stores that are worth the to pay for, and probably you want nicer stores, but also like this is probably where you'd have like, well, like a postcard store and stuff like that. Remember, it's 1930s, so I'm not super sure if a gift shop is the most realistic thing. Darn it. Oh, that is the bottom. Darn. So I think that looks decent. Okay, but I don't love that this... I think that looks much better. Well, doesn't that look nice? Okay. New base design. Let's check that out from the outside. I think it looks very wide. But I think that's good. I think it's well, I kind of want to do something a little bit more. I want to have kind of like a blank wall with no windows in between. This is great, but it needs something different between the windows. Like 2 together looks fine, but then anymore I feel it just doesn't look as powerful as I'd like it to. So how does that look? Window, window, wall, window, window, wall, window, window, wall. Okay, this could actually work. I like it. Well, that looks much better. It just needs to be spaced over here. Well, no. I think over here I'm actually going to do a completely different design. Okay. Hopefully this is better. Hopefully. It's kind of scared because this doesn't turn out so good. I might have to redo the entire design, which I don't want to do because I like the current design. Oh. I wanted to do something like that. Okay. I like that. It's a good end cap, I think. It works nicely. And then that. Maybe that. There we go. I have brought this back from the dead. I hope. I hope. Whoops. I'm not going to do windows over here. Just no more windows. I mean, I know it's kind of not the best that we don't have any more windows, but I think maybe this is probably employee storage or something. Nope, never mind. Bad idea. I think the only thing that could make this better is if we flipped this part, the window part. Hopefully that worked well. No, let's go outside. Let's see. Alright, we made it through. Finally. Oh, much better. And kind of that end piece there. I wonder almost... Yeah. I wonder if, maybe in here we do... I think that caps it off better. Much better, actually. And I think, yeah, this is probably a very good decision. Huh. Go back all the way out here, just to think. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it should be no, because, well, we probably should fix this. Fix. Come on. Up. There we go. Okay. I think that this is easily solvable by making this here straight stone bricks. And then it almost looks like it's... Yeah, much better. Okay. This might work, this might not work. Oh, that looks a little bit more... much better. Is that better or worse? Okay. No. No. What about that? Oh, okay, that's what we were missing. That looks much, much better. It is a bit of a prison aesthetic, to be fair. And I don't know if I love that. But I think I'll roll with it. We'll do this center section. We'll see how it looks. Also, I know, misleading, but we're not going to get to the main station roof. Because we have another, I'd say, 10 minutes of, well, 15 minutes of building, so I don't think that I just don't think that's going to happen. There we go. Doesn't that look great? Wonderful. Except for the fact that I did it at the wrong level. Because, of course. I can't get anything right. There we go. Wonderful. Much better. And then in here, we're gonna kind of do an arch. That's 9. We had a sign. So remember next time. There we go. Now I remember. Hopefully. I think these in here, maybe just straight stone brick. No details, because wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Sorry if you hear any voices in the background. We got some stuffs going on upstairs. That's not what we want. Okay, that is kind of a decent filler. Although it does need something. Not sure what. These walls definitely need something big. Some sort of arch thing. I'll put one on the other side too. If I forget this, something is clinically wrong. I can't believe at the start of this episode I was thinking, oh, it'll probably be only a couple more episodes of this. Nope. And this is just Victoria Terminal. Imagine when we get to do other things. Well, this is the focus for now. I don't expect it all to get done effective immediately, though. I have a suspicious feeling that this is going to take a couple of years to get done, which I don't want it to. It scares me, that fact. Because do I have a couple of years' time to waste on a project like this? Well, not waste, but to spend on a project like this? I don't know what that was, but so that's the start, and that's the end. Wonderful. Fits like a glove. Except for that. I forgot about that. Close enough. Much better. The baggage building. Okay. Baggage building needs the front piece. This will continue just as probably the same window styles. Around clock tower here, clock tower there. main building, main concourse. I want to do the dome, the clock tower. Maybe not a dome, actually. Maybe just leave this flat. This flat, and then a clock tower. Or maybe a very impressive front facade with like a big clock tower and blech. I think that'll look nicer. That's all to come though. I think. Yeah. Let's fly down here. Maybe we'll put the arch in that I labeled arch. Okay. No, not 8, 4. Oh, well, world that it just does it like that. Okay, that's not fun. Much better. Where is my... There it is. like that, maybe? I don't know. Arches are hard in a game about the squares. That looks ugly as heck. That is not what we're doing. It's so confusing. What am I gonna do here? I don't know. I'll work on it. Maybe we'll do so many items. Too many items. Yeah. Too many items. So many items. Oh, that actually doesn't look half bad. No, it looked better the other way. No. Wow, okay. Maybe if we push it back one, things will look slightly better. Oh wow, okay. We've just done what we started with. Well, let's go back to this. Because we know this worked. Something like this. It's gotta be this. It really doesn't matter. Because this is like such a minuscule detail for this project. This is just an arch, but it's more than that. It's more than that. Because it's the place where your passengers are entering your station. It must look grand. Not funny. You leave that there. So I feel like something like that. Maybe we'll put some stone around it a little bit better. That. Okay, that does look better. Maybe if we have... Oh, perfect. And then we'll put this... Go like that. Oh, perfect. Well, folks, with the finishing of this very confusing arch, I think we're going to call it there for today. This took 2 hours, and I think that there's probably better things for me to be doing right now. Well, not, but, you know, I think this is good enough. And next episode, we'll build the clock tower for this, and the, maybe more of the terminal building. Oh yeah, we can just... I'll cut that out. But I think that that's a pretty good archway. Took us long enough to figure out. Yeah. So I'll mute myself and I'll end this episode.